It is 6:30. We have everyone we are getting tonight. I've heard from both Cole and Lauren. So I'm going to call the meeting to order and declare a quorum. Please join me in the pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, upcoming meetings. We have our December business meeting, December 4th. Oh, sorry, excuse me. First, we'll have facilities committee meeting December 4th at 5:30, followed by our December business meeting, 6:30, both at Pennell and Gray. Do I have any action relative to additions or adjustments to the agenda? Great. Comments from the audience? We have none tonight. No recognition or old business. I'm going to try to make this as quick a meeting as we can. I would hear a motion to enter executive session.
I move to enter into executive session pursuant to 1 MRSA 4056A to discuss superintendent matters.
All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Would you mind doing the upstairs?
I will do
and
an
then-
upstairs sweep and lock the door behind me.
Okay. And we're off. a moment to share the statement that has been put out through our school messenger system and posted on our website as well. For those watching at home, should they have not seen that, we posted a statement on Friday of last week, letting the community know that after careful consideration, Superintendent King announced he will be taking extended medical leave of absence. His last day was Friday, November 15th, and he does not plan to return prior to the end of his contract at the end of June. Dr. King served as our superintendent for more than 8 years, providing strong and thoughtful leadership through some very difficult times. He brought our district not only a wealth of educational experience, brought to our district not only a wealth of educational expertise, but more importantly, a mindset of service and advocacy for all students across the entirety of their academic careers. The Board of Directors supports Dr. King in his decision, and we hope you'll join us in thanking him for his years of service and for the growth he has helped our district achieve, and in wishing him support as he focuses on his health. As a result, I would hear a motion to formally accept Superintendent King's resignation as superintendent of MSAD 15.
I move we formally accept Superintendent King's resignation.
Second.
Any discussion?
Just as someone who's worked very closely with Dr. King, I doubt he's watching, but if he is watching, I hope he knows just how much we appreciate the work he did for the district, especially as we dealt with some very difficult stuff through the pandemic and a variety of other issues. He was always thoughtful, of the highest moral and ethical character, and someone that we could really rely on, and really sad to see him go.
Sam? Anything else? All in favor? Opposed? Right, next, we would very much love to have a motion to appoint Dr. Janet Turner as members of the committee.
I move that we appoint Dr. Janet Turner as superintendent.
Second.
Discussion?
Thank you.
I know we usually have somebody introduce and vouch for the hires that we've gone on and who are now at the top of that food chain. Would you care to introduce yourself to folks at home in case they have not run into you yet?
Sure. My name is Chanda. It's like panda, and it's okay if you don't get it right. I am not offended in the least. I have been the director of curriculum here for the last, I think this is my 9th school year. And I worked for the district a couple of years before that doing some grant writing and grant consulting. So Greater Gloucester is close to my heart. On top of that, I'm a Raymond girl. I grew up in Raymond, and so a third of my friends came here, and a third of my friends went to Wyndham. I went to Wyndham because my mom worked there and I didn't have to take a bus. So I was here a lot of my growing up years with my crew that ran here at G&G. So my heart is here, and I am very happy to be able to continue to be a part of this community.
Does anyone have any questions for Dr. Turner?
You are, in fact, credentialed in the manner that was required by the
Yes.
state of Maine, right?
Yes, thank you. I hold superintendent certificate, yes.
Fantastic.
Any other questions for Dr. Turner? All right, all in favor? Any opposed? Great. And
Congratulations.
with no further ado, turn that around. All right, next item is very briefly, I wanted, while we were together, to give a quick update on the process for the air quality. Oh, sorry, I
That's like
skipped
the
one. I got excited. All right, so can I hear a motion regarding use of Maine School Superintendent Association?
I move that we approve the use of the Maine School Superintendent Association to help us with the superintendent search.
Second.
Okay, so discussion on this, I have fallen down. I owe everybody a proposal that I received from Eileen King and forgot to forward. I was thinking we would do this in December. So Maine School Superintendent Association does offer a service of doing searches for superintendents for member schools. I have a proposal on this I will send to everyone by email. Essentially, it would cost us somewhere between $7,000 and $9,000 for the service. It would include Eileen King specifically would likely be our point of contact at Maine School Superintendent Association. They actually post the job for you. They receive applications, so they don't even have to flow through us. They ensure that those applications are complete, get all the paperwork together. Once they have those applicants who have made it through the process, they would then pass them on to our hiring committee. They do a training, they help us form a committee, they help us, with the putting together what is our district looking for in a superintendent, so it's not even necessarily cut and dry, but they would come in and do focus groups if we wanted, talk to staff, talk to community members, and help draw a sort of picture of what kind of leader are we looking for before we start looking for one, then help us through that process, right through to us making an offer to someone, presumably at the end of that process. Brandon?
Is that the same program that the Maine School Board Association does? Because they also do at no cost a workshop and with such process screening candidates. So how is that different? And that
No,
one is
that-
free, this is at no cost.
That is,
The service isn't free, the workshop is free. So we would have a workshop as part of this, but the actual search and management of candidates is what we're paying for.
Right, okay, well then, the question is it the same program?
Yes.
Okay, and when do you think you're gonna wanna start that program?
That's something we'll have to discuss.
Well, I'd like to make a recommendation that as soon as possible, we'll set up a committee. And also that we would, because the whole committee, the whole school board will do this workshop, or would it be just the members of the select board group?
No, I think we would have a workshop for and we could request one, we could say we would like a workshop for the whole school board to kick it off.
Okay,
Whether that's in the package or not, they would accommodate us.
so I think we need to set a date to let them know.
So the motion on-
First of all, we need to decide as a
Fran?
board we want that.
So the motion on the table is, do we want to use Maine School Superintendent Association for our search? And we can table that till December if folks feel we don't have enough information.
Just in regard to the price, we've priced out executive search companies before when we were looking for an IT director and that sort of thing, and we've been quoted 25% of the candidate's starting salary. So the price we're being quoted here by the MSMA is considerably cheaper than that. So I would say just from a price standpoint, it's a good deal. I do think we need to prepare ourselves for the possibility that we don't get any candidates that we're enthused about through the MSMA. We might need to use a more sophisticated service after that. So I think we should, accelerate our timeline as quickly as possible so we can see what we do or do not get as quickly as possible. Just because, I've seen other communities run into that problem. They're not fundamentally an executive search company. They're fundamentally the MSA. They don't have all the tools available.
we use them, most of the last few times with superintendents, we use them and their services, I thought was good.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. I was
The
saying.
training was great, the number of guys, and I don't think we were hurt by it.
No, I'm just saying right now, there are very few candidates in the marketplace, and a couple of our neighboring districts that could be more creative. So this might not
Just
be.
putting it out there, yeah.
But I think it's a great place to start.
Yeah, I agree. I support.
She also, as part of it, it would be a national search, so they would post the job nationally as well as through their networks in Maine. So yes, Fran?
Well, how will they know what we want in a superintendent if we haven't had it prior to?
That's part of the process.
They won't post anything until they meet with us and we tell them.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, we're not at the point of posting anything. We just accepted Craig's resignation right now, so, we're gonna have to, as much as we'd like to move forward quickly, we have some decisions to make, and there is a process to follow. And the first one is gonna be, do we want to use Maine School management, to work through that with us, or do we want to do it on our own or with a different? We could also kick this to personnel and have them spend some time on it as well. Cole is not here tonight, but he has also seen this proposal, and it was his preference as personnel chair that we utilize the service. But we certainly can table it till December. I'm going to send everyone the proposal now.
So the committee suggested that we set up, is that right?
No, the committee hasn't met, but I have talked to Cole. I shared the proposal with Cole when I got it, but they've not had a meeting since.
Since we don't have to make the decision tonight, should we put it through to personnel to look at the workshop and the details of that first, or is it urgent that we say yes tonight?
It's not urgent that we say yes tonight. We would need to, if we did on December 4th, that would give her plenty of time to get moving on it before the end of the year. And that would give everyone time to take a look at the materials.
The motion, I'm going to make a motion to table this,
Oh, so we have a motion on the table, so let's move that to a vote. And-
Okay.
Okay. So, all in favor?
What was the motion, say the motion?
So the motion is agreeing right now to use Maine School. Okay, let's do that.
I withdraw my motion.
Great, okay. So I'm gonna send this out and we'll table the decision until December 4th.
I make a motion that we use MSSA search function starting now. Not today.
what did you just motion? You just motioned something.
I just withdrew my
You
motion.
just threw it and then you put it back in.
I just withdrew the motion as Sam just did here, so.
I second.
Motion's back on.
I will say that it is unrealistic to think we will do anything with Maine School Management before December 4th, because that is the week we get back from Thanksgiving. So we can push this through without everyone getting a look at it, and I will not do anything with it. We just don't have time.
So right now,
We're
we're
not-
just literally just be agreeing to use the service.
We're just agreeing to use the service, but we have time. I feel like this is getting unnecessarily complicated. Okay.
Can't talk to her for 2 weeks, can't reschedule, can't schedule a workshop. Yeah, for sure. it's with you. For some reason.
We literally haven't even gotten a chance to talk to Dr. Turner yet about taking on this job, what's ahead of us, what. All right, so let's just vote. All in favor of moving forward? No, because Sam's put it back on the table.
So we have to vote.
Moving forward with MSMA effective immediately. All right? Did you catch that?
Yep.
And against? All right, I apologize for dropping the ball on this. It's been busy several days. The proposal is now in your inbox and we will move forward at our next business meeting. All right, update on air quality. So we are moving forward with the revolving renovation, the main pond bank. David is taking the lead on that. We're working with Greg, him as needed on the legal end of things. And we needed to have, there'll be some paperwork to sign at the December 4th meeting that will let us move forward with closing on the appropriate loans to get the work started, but we have to have superintendent's signature on that, so we needed to take care of things that we did now, so that at the December 4th meeting, we can execute those. Otherwise, there's not much happening with that. I'm gonna meet with David next week, and find out more about what the process is gonna be. There's a couple of banks we can work with, and what the terms are depend on who you pick, and some of them you commit to before finding out the interest rate. If you go with the local bank, we need to be able to know upfront, and I'll find out more about that next week. I really don't have much intelligent to say about that. Are there any questions folks want me to bring to David when I do meet with him about that next week? The process is pretty well set out by the grant.
Will the paperwork for the state be along with that too, with their, investment also into this project? Will that all be in a package, or is that going to be separate before you go after development? Right, where we going to go?
I'm not sure, I will ask. I assume everything is already in order from the state's end, but I will make sure.
Get that registered for 3 months.
Right. Anything else? All right. I have no chair report. I'm here to serve as superintendent report. All right, I would hear a motion to enter executive session again.
I move to go into executive session pursuant to 1 MRSA 456E for consultation between the school board and its attorney.
Second.